Hello there and welcome to another video here at Coolsmartphone.com. My name is Gary and today we're going to be unboxing another device in preparation of this device being officially announced in a couple of days time. I'm shooting this from my home studio, however I will be at the launch event in person. The device is the new device from OnePlus, which is called the OnePlus Nord 4. So without further ado, let's dive in and have a look and see what this, the first of several announcements come from OnePlus at their summer launch, is going to be. See you on the other side. So let's get into it. We've got the box on the top here, seeing OnePlus Nord on the side. Taking the lid off, we've got our accessories box. Now in here we will have all your usual gubbins, warranty information, all that sort of stuff. Starting on top we have our USB Type-C to A red cable, the obligatory OnePlus cable colouring, and this is a SuperVOOC capable cable, able to charge the device at 100 watts with the appropriate OnePlus SuperVOOC charger, which is not included. SIM pin, welcome note, quick guide, membership card to the Red Cable Club, where you can get discounts on oneplus.com, and safety guide. So all par for the course in there. And then underneath that you are presented with the phone itself. Now I'm lucky enough to have been given the only just announced model, which is in the green colorway. I believe the official name for this is Oasis Green, and you can see it has some green hues, including the green island around the camera or section around the cameras, and a green hued metal back panel. Now the panel is, as you would have expected from the documentation, it is a stainless steel panel. Around the edges of the device we have our power and sleep button, volume rocker, some antenna bands. On the top we have a pinhole microphone. That is a IR blaster which can work with various infrared equipped devices. Moving around to the left we've got more antenna bands, and we've got OnePlus's much vaunted feature, the three-way toggle or slide for notifications and silencing. And then on the bottom we have another speaker grill, USB Type-C 2.0, and a SIM card slot. Now that SIM card slot should, if I've read the documentation correctly, be, I'm just trying to find the SIM pin, it should be a waterproof sealed USB, SIM card tray. And you can see there we do indeed have the red indication to indicate that that is waterproof. And this is a dual SIM option as well. No choice of expandable storage here, unfortunately, but that's kind of par for the course for the industry now. So that is a very quick overview of the outsides of the phone. Now I have actually taken the opportunity to set this up, so it does have my personalization on it, but what I'll do is I'm just going to quickly power it up and show you the power up sequence. Standard fair for OnePlus. While it does that, let's just quickly talk about the dimensions. So we've got a height of 16.26 centimeters, width of 7.5 centimeters, and a thickness of 7.9 mil. The weight is 199.5 grams. And just as a comparison, here's what it looks like next to the Honor 200 Pro that I'm currently reviewing. And that's it on the back. Now these two phones are they are different price segments. The Honor is currently retailing for $699 with discounts available, and I am yet to have the price confirmed for the OnePlus Nord 4. So now that that's booted up, you'll see we've got the always on display menu. Typical of OnePlus. Let's just unlock the phone, and there you go. You have a very nice, vibrant AMOLED panel. Now the panel is a super fluid AMOLED with Ultra HDR support. It's got 120 Hz of refresh, and it is measuring at 6.74 inches on the diagonal, with an aspect ratio of 20.1 to 9, and 93.5% screen to body ratio. PPI is 450 with a resolution of 2772 by 1240. Moving around the back, we do have obviously the dual camera array. Now the main camera here is a 50 megapixel Sony Lightia camera, and it does support OIS and EIS. And then we also have got our 8 megapixel Sony camera, which has a field of view of 112 degrees. The cameras are capable of recording video at 4K resolution at up to 60 frames per second, and it's the same 60-30 FPS for 1080p and 720p. The video is electronically stabilized, and it's also optically stabilized. It will also do slow motion video at 1080p, recording at 120 frames per second, or 720p at 240 frames per second. You've also got time lapse and dual view video on there as well at their various resolutions. Details will be in the specs list in the unboxing article. In terms of the front camera, we have a 16 megapixel unbranded sensor, and that's capable of 1080p at 30 frames per second, and again 720p at 30 frames per second. And it will also support face unlock, photo, video, portrait, night mode, panoramic, time-lapse, dual view, high video, high res, and Google Lens. As I mentioned before, it is dual SIM. It's also Wi-Fi 6 capable with WLAN display, WLAN hotspot, and works on 2.4 and 5 gigahertz frequencies, and it's got a 2x2 MIMO antenna as well. Bluetooth, we're looking at Bluetooth audio, Bluetooth version 5.4, and it supports all your regular Bluetooth codecs. It will also support LDAC and LHDC, particularly when paired with the OnePlus Buds Pro. Obviously, we do have an NFC capable device as well, as you would expect, and it supports all relevant GPS networks. Storage wise, this will come in 256 gigs and 512 gigs as we have here. The 512 gig device will come with 16 gigabytes of RAM, and the 256 gig device will come with 12 gig of RAM. if we just open that section up now and we go into the About Phone section, you will see here that we have 16 gig of RAM, and that's also being boosted by an additional 4 gig of RAM. So theoretically, this could, if we expand the RAM, we'll need a restart, but theoretically this can ramp up to 28 gigabytes of RAM available if you were to use the RAM expansion tool. So that is a heck of a lot of RAM for what is a mid-tier segment phone. Now, this isn't something I've ever actually done on any of my devices, as I've not had a need to. But if we now go back in to the RAM, it should now show us, yep, 16 gig plus 12 gig. So we've got a ridiculously large amount of RAM there. Also, good time to mention, this is being powered by the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 platform, and it has a 55 milliamp hour battery powering the device. So that is a very, very brief overview of the OnePlus Nord 4 that has just been announced at the OnePlus summer launch event in Milan. I'm going to be using this as my daily driver while I'm out here in Milan, and I will be taking lots of photos and videos which will feature in the overall review. If you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with us at coolsmartphone.com. Thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.